Centuries ago, humanity depleted Earth's natural resources, plunging society into chaos and war. In response, the world's top scientists took on the mission of preserving civilization by developing genetically modified orchids, which became the new primary energy source. However, conflicts among humans persisted, leading the scientists to create the transformation. At the age of 16, every individual undergoes a transformative procedure that turns them into their ideal self. These transformed individuals are called pretties, and since they are now perfect and content living in the city, conflicts are prevented. Those who haven't undergone the procedure yet are known as Uglies and reside in the dorms of Uglyville. Tally eagerly anticipates becoming a pretty and frequently uses a mirror app to visualize how she will look post-procedure. Her closest friend, Paris, shares a bond with her, and they affectionately call each other Nose and Squint as childhood nicknames. Occasionally, they sneak out to the bridge during curfew, using special glasses to watch the pretties celebrate in the city. Tally is 3 months away from turning 16, but Paris, being older, is scheduled for his operation the following day. They have matching scars on their hands and vow not to let the doctors erase them when they become pretty. Just as they solidify their promise, a patrol drone flies past, prompting them to hurriedly return to their dorms. The following day, during assembly, Tally overhears students discussing the Smoke, a hidden settlement outside the city led by someone named David. Rumors suggest that many have fled to the Smoke, though most students dismiss it as a myth. At that moment, Governor Cable's hologram appears, delivering a speech about the significance of beauty and perfection. As 16-year-olds are called up, Tally bids farewell to Paris, telling him to meet her at the bridge in a month. That evening, she watches fireworks over the city and reminisces about meeting Paris. Her parents had just left her at the dormitories when she encountered Paris in line behind her. They quickly bonded over their nicknames and became best friends. One day, Paris accidentally cut his hand while taking a tablet from Tally, leading her to create the same scar as a symbol of their friendship. As time passes, Tally follows her daily routine of attending class and checking her reflection in the mirror. She frequently glances at her interface ring, but there are no messages from Paris. After a month, she uses her ring to hack open her window, leaving the device behind to avoid being tracked. She sneaks out and makes her way to the bridge, but Paris is nowhere to be found. Worried, she uses a rope to climb onto the bridge and cautiously makes her way into the city. Hiding behind plants, she observes the scene until a partygoer drops a mask. Seizing the opportunity, she picks it up and puts it on, triggering a hologram that makes it appear as though she is wearing an elegant dress. Now able to blend in, Tally enters the party, mesmerized by the elaborate decorations. Eventually, she finds Paris, but he looks so different that he doesn't recognize her. When she removes her mask and asks why he never met her at the bridge, Paris explains that things have changed, and he no longer knows how to relate to her. Tally is shocked and fully realizes how much he has changed when she notices his scar is gone. Before she can react, the security system detects her presence, and guards begin to pursue her. Cornered on a balcony, she quickly steals a bungee jacket and jumps. Though the fall is significant, the jacket allows her to bounce and land safely. She then flees the city by climbing back under the bridge. However, when she accidentally kicks a rock into the water, a drone detects her and approaches to arrest her. Just in time, her classmate Shay appears and urges Tally to hop onto her hoverboard. Together, they speed away, evading the drone with daring maneuvers through the woods. Grateful for Shay's help, Tally sneaks into the kitchen and steals some snacks for them. As they talk, they bond over their experiences of feeling left behind when their friends became pretties first. Discovering that they share the same birthday, they become excited about experiencing the transformation together. The next day, Shay brings a second hoverboard and attempts to teach Tally how to ride it, but she falls immediately. At school, Tally is surprised when some girls return a book to Shay, as books are no longer common. The girls marvel at the book's descriptions of surviving in nature, speculating that the Smoke might be similar. Tally borrows the book while the girls call her cool for her daring stunt the previous night. However, she becomes upset, fearing that Shay told everyone, and worries that the authorities might punish her by denying her the procedure. Shay reassures her that the system ensures everyone becomes a pretty. As days pass, Tally continues reading the book while still dreaming of her transformation. Shay persists in teaching her to use the hoverboard, and in return, Tally uses her hacking skills to obtain extra food. Tally also shows Shay her pretty designs on the app, only to learn that Shay doesn't even have an account and isn't excited about the operation at all. Eventually, Tally masters the hoverboard, and the two girls enjoy thrilling rides on steep ramps. When Tally returns the book, she expresses a desire to see nature, prompting Shay to suggest that not undergoing the procedure might not be such a bad idea. However, Tally dismisses the notion as absurd. Suddenly, Shay brings up the smoke and leads Tally to the woods. Leaving their rings behind on tree branches, they cross the border by riding their hoverboards over the river. They arrive at the ruins of an ancient city, where Shay introduces Tally to relics like roller coasters. Inside an abandoned building, Shay reveals the truth. The smoke is real, and David will arrive soon. She refuses to undergo the procedure and plans to leave that night, inviting Tally to join her. However, Tally refuses, declaring that she doesn't want freedom, she wants to be pretty. Upset, Shay gives Tally directions to the smoke in case she ever changes her mind, and then leaves on her hoverboard, following the signal from David's fire in another building. The next day, Tally arrives at the clinic for her surgery, but while others are called in, she is left waiting. Suddenly, a guard escorts her onto an aircraft to meet Dr. Cable, who informs her that Shay is missing. Tally feigns ignorance, but Cable monitors her vitals and detects deception. Cable warns that Shay is in danger because David has allegedly brainwashed her and holds people against their will. When Tally continues to deny knowledge, she is sent back to her dorm without undergoing surgery. That night, Paris unexpectedly appears at her window. When Tally explains the situation, Paris advises her to tell Cable what she knows so they can finally be together. The next day, Tally is once again brought to Cable, who claims that David is developing a weapon to attack the city. Cable asks Tally to infiltrate the smoke, promising that she will receive the procedure upon completion. She hands Tally a necklace that flashes in her eyes, instructing her to activate it upon locating the weapon. With no other choice, Tally agrees and embarks on the journey to the smoke, following Shay's instructions. She rides the hoverboard across an old roller coaster and navigates the wild terrain, encountering abandoned train tracks that lead to the smoke. Over the next few days, she survives in nature and gains a newfound appreciation for the environment. Upon reaching the designated spot, she waits in a field of flowers as instructed.